What's up everyone, it's Marco from PhoneDog.com and welcome back to the LG G3 challenge. This time around we'll be diving into the LG G3's 13 megapixel camera and see how it fares after everyday usage. Let's first dive into the specs. The G3 has a 13 megapixel 1/3.06 inch sensor with an f2.4 aperture lens. The sensor is a bit smaller than say the Samsung Galaxy S5 and the iPhone 5S, but it also has a smaller aperture than the S5, M8, and iPhone 5S. This means it captures less light than those phones and has a deeper depth of field than those phones. But one of its biggest features is the real OIS, or optical image stabilization. This is an active lens stabilization which actually lets the lens element move in each direction to compensate on your natural movement in any shaky hand, very similar to a DSLR lens with IS built in. This can help you take photos while walking, running, or if you just have naturally shaky hands. The next neat feature found on the LG G3 is a laser-assisted autofocus. And while that sounds totally futuristic, it's pretty simple. This little window next to the camera shoots out a laser which hits the subject you want to be in focus, bounces back, and tells the camera how far away the subject is. Then your phone simply adjusts the focus for the distance and boom, you are in focus. Pretty neat stuff here. Now let's dive into the real part, the image quality. First off, let's talk about the photos. Starting off with the good, color accuracy and detail ranks pretty high on the LG G3. With the right focus points and exposure settings, you can get very high detailed images. But with the good, you do have some bad. While the colors may be correct in terms of color tone, sometimes you get a completely washed out image. This is likely due to the reduced amount of light and the excessive amount of software processing the LG G3 does. Exposure is also a key player in those washed out images, and it really struggles with high dynamic range, especially at nighttime. Here's some photos I took from Times Square in New York City, and even with HDR mode on, it either picks to expose for the bright lights or the darker streets and completely blows out one or the other. But other than those two, autofocus has been fast and image quality is still pretty high. But now let's take a look at the video quality. The LG G3 can shoot a few flavors of video. Obviously you do have low quality video, but again, who really cares about that stuff? You care about HD, slow motion, and UHD. 720p is shot at 120 frames a second, which again is completely soft and useless in my opinion, but still pretty cool. 1080p at 60 frames a second, which is great for sports, and obviously you can slow that down. And obviously it has a big push for UHD. The G3 shoots UHD at 30 frames a second, so that's 3840 by 2160. And the great thing is it uses OIS in all forms of video. This could very well be one of the best mobile phones to shoot video, but thanks to its post-processing, the video does look a little bit less quality compared to something like the Samsung Galaxy S5 and even the OnePlus One, a phone priced half as much as this LG G3. Plus, OIS may look a little bit too robotic for people's likings. The motions of OIS does not look natural at all, but that's just how OIS works in a mobile phone setting. The G3 also has a 2.1 megapixel front-facing camera. It shoots decent selfie photos, but again, I'll leave it as that. A selfie camera is basically a selfie camera. And overall, I've been pretty happy with the G3 in photos and video. I wish the exposure and washed out looks would be fixed, and again, they can only happen in certain lighting conditions, but also software updates could very well fix the software post-processing. So thanks for watching, make sure to leave a like and comment below, and if you have any questions you'd like to ask me directly on Twitter to @PhoneDog_Marco, and as always, my name is Marco Henna from PhoneDog.com, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.